Hi, I'm Georgia and I'm going to be discussing how effective the combination of my main task and ancillary tasks are. So I decided to start off my film trailer with a flashback of when my central protagonists were younger. I found this to be an effective way of demonstrating their close sisterly relationship, and I thought it would also capture the attention of my target audience, which is young females, because they stereotypically find children cute. I decided to use this bracelet that you can see as a symbol in the film, which is further explored in a minute. You're about to see the production logos, which act as a transition through time, because the next shot is 10 years on. Originally, I did have 10 years later caption, but I thought it was a bit unconventional of a trailer and didn't flow well enough. That's usually actually put in the film in itself. So immediately you're introduced to the male role in the film, who is in effect the boy that Anna likes. So again, I'd say I did this to really capture the target audience, because a lot of girls can relate to liking a guy, and that's definitely a big aspect of many drama films as such. As you can see here, I've used similar camera shots to the scene where they were younger to convey the fact that they still have the same sort of relationship now as they did back then. The commentary done by Anna herself also emphasises this, as well as the montage which is about to follow. Also, the close-up here puts more emphasis on Anna. So the cross-dissolve transitions which I've used are quite effective in my opinion, as they kind of merge the clips together, making their good and happy times seem timeless and consistent at this point in the trailer. The music is also very positive and jolly, however this soon fades out into a sound effect of a heartbeat, which I did to create tension. The next three clips, which are connected through fade to black transitions, are very significant because they show drugs, but not who's using them, or any other information about him. So it kind of draws in the audience, making them want to find out what more. There's also a shot of the bracelet, as you can see here, which is used in the first scene, and I've used this kind of as an indication to show that something's changed between the sisters, because obviously that bracelet kind of brought them together when they were younger, but it doesn't show quite what. And I also really thought about the cinematography here. I wanted a close-up, and I wanted to be on the same level as the bracelet, and I've also put it in a puddle to show that, you know, it's kind of been discarded, they don't care about it anymore, so it kind of foreshadows what's about to happen. They also use echo dialogue to convey a sense of enigma at this point. The next part is quite a contrast to the first part of the film. What you'll immediately notice is the music, which is very sinister and serious compared to the first tracks I chose. So you clearly know that something bad has happened, but you're not quite sure what yet. In terms of editing, I kept that ambiguity flowing through a juxtaposition of two shots, which you can see here. One is a close-up of Anna, which emphasises her emotions, and one is a tracking shot demonstrating Anna's discovery. I chose to use a handheld camera effect here, because I thought it would allow the audience to really feel as though they were in the diegesis and empathise with Anna. It's also not quite clear what has happened to the sister, Lucy, at this point, so I feel I gave a good amount away without ruining the narrative. The next bit of the film trailer is a montage of Anna, again just highlighting her terrible, almost psychotic effects that she's been going through. The cinematography of the shot that's about to come is something I really thought about in advance. We'll just get to it. Here we go. So I carefully lined up the camera angle so you couldn't see Lucy in the background until after I'd panned it. So there we go, which gives it a kind of ghostly effect, and I thought that was something I could show through the camera shots I wanted to use. The music at this point has also lightened up, like just about here, which I think is kind of a symbol of hope and yeah, just like a spark of happiness in Anna's life at this point, because obviously her sister that she's been mourning for ages, and that her life has gone downhill because of she's come back, so it really puts a twist on the story. The pace of the trailer also starts to pick up at this point as well, as things are kind of getting heated. We're beginning to see the end of the disequilibrium, but obviously I can't actually properly show what's going to happen. I can't really show the whole equilibrium. But in this montage I do show that things are getting better. However, it is also ambiguous because there are some positive events and some negative events, such as this bloody knife that you just saw, and Anna knocking pieces off the chessboard. There are some more conventional elements I added in, such as magazine reviews and introducing the actors, which you just saw. In this case, I'm imagining that my audience is familiar with the actors already, as though they're famous or something, because that always is likely to draw in people. You know, if you like an actor and you hear they're in a new film, you're likely to watch that film because you want to see the actor in it. My trailer ends with a long shot of the sisters, as you can see there, walking away from the camera with their arms around each other, which symbolises happiness and a happy ending. But then the audience is left wondering whether Lucy's alive. Is she dead? Is she a ghost? You don't know, so it really draws you into wanting to watch the film, and hopefully that would provoke them to do so, to find out why. My film poster fits in with the trailer very well because it shows the sisters together looking very happy and free. However, this contrasts with the blurry effect I've put on the picture, which implies a sense of uncertainty and suggests it might not be real. The fact that Anna is on Lucy's back, she's given her a piggyback, shows that she relies on her sister. It implies that she will always need to hold on to her, which means that when her sister dies, she'll be lost, or as the title reads, lost in the shuffle. The whitish-blue background has connotations of purity, which both the sisters are personality-wise. They're both very pure and innocent. It also suggests an outward-body experience, you know, heaven, ghostliness, all themes which I do explore in the trailer. And finally, onto my magazine cover. As you can immediately see, it is very different to my poster. It's kind of sincere. It subverts a normal magazine cover, which is usually quite glossy, positive, smiley, and I just wanted to kind of show her strong trapped emotions. You know, she's looking at the camera, kind of almost drawing in the reader, and I decided to portray her here without her sister, because she is needing help. She needs sympathy, which is a good marketing technique in a way, because, you know, people looking at the magazine cover will look at her and they will empathise with her and want to buy the magazine to read more about the film. So to get the effects I wanted, during the photo shoot, I told Alex to look really glum, serious, just look at the camera, and, you know, it needs to be sincere. I also made her hair really scruffy, so to convey that she doesn't take care anymore. Whilst editing the photo, I smudged her bottom eyeliner and I put a kind of darker tone onto the photo.